Kevin.
Hey, Earl, great to see you as always.
Absolutely, my friend. Another wonderful Monday.
A beautiful day in real estate.
Yes, indeed. Less than 7 days away from a big Christmas holiday as well.
That's right. And you know what? People are still out there. It's been a slower season since Labor Day, but it seems like things are waking up. I got like 3 or 4 contracts in the last week. So
yes,
looks like people are back out shopping and looking for a new home for the holidays.
Yes, people are really starting to take advantage of, the idea of less competition, more houses, of some more inventory. I'm glad to see that they're really, really out there.
With less people out there shopping right now, there is exactly what you said, less competition. So you have more homes to choose from. The bidding wars have eased. You have more negotiation power. So really, it's a great time to buy. And on top of it, slowly but surely, mortgage rates are getting better.
Oh, yeah. That's the sweet part for everyone, right?
Yeah. It's a huge deal for housing affordability. A lot of folks have had some payment shock. We had crazy low rates during the pandemic. That was just a blip in the world of mortgage rates and real estate. But people remember that. Folks remember that. And now when you look at mortgage payments in a more normal market, it can look a bit scary, especially maybe a month or so ago when we were looking at rates in the mid sevens. That was something we hadn't seen in a long, long time. But now we're getting normalized. We're low sixes, upper fives even on a 30-year fixed. You can look at some adjustable rate mortgages that are even lower. And adjustable rate mortgages, we call them ARMs, they're not scary. Everything that's out there now is good, safe government-backed programs. If and when they were to adjust, there are caps, limits on how much they can change. So an adjustable rate mortgage actually is a pretty good option that's out there to save money. And let's face it, you're probably not going to keep the mortgage you're getting right now very long. So if you have an adjustable rate mortgage that you have your rate locked in for 5, 7, even 10 years, you're very likely going to refinance well before that. Traditionally, mortgages last about 5 to 7 years before someone refinances or sells and moves, whatever. Right now, the market is anticipating maybe 12 to 18 months, just because we're expecting rates to come down fairly significantly, and we're expecting a refinance boom again at some point next year.
Gotcha. Yeah, and exactly what you said makes all the sense in the world. And I'm thinking more people are starting to realize that, because coming along in the real estate industry from, when I first started, one of the biggest things people didn't understand was they always thought, okay, if I bought the house 30 years, I was locked in for 30 years. I couldn't do anything for 30 years. It was a lifetime commitment,
Right.
But now they're starting to realize more and more that, hey, I could get the house I want right now at this current rate, hold on to it for, like you said, the next 12 to 18 months, and then hop into a place of more comfortability, for their payment wise, in that sense.
Yeah. I'm sure you've heard the phrase, marry the house, date the mortgage. Mortgage is temporary. Fall in love with the house, find the home for your family, and do it now because prices aren't coming down anytime soon.
Right.
I saw a statistic this morning, scrolling through something, and it said, on average, people who bought 5 years ago have gained 60% in equity in those 5 years.
That is correct. That is definitely correct. And another big issue here is as well, I think people from our 2008 days, 2007, a lot of people were gun shy. So any movement they saw in the markets kind of scared them, to a understandable point. The
market is fundamentally different now versus then.
Yes. And the biggest thing people have to understand too, over the last couple of years, we saw double-digit gains in equity, and prices rising, things of that nature. So right now, that correction is just bringing it back down to a more normalized sense of gain and appreciation, not a major depreciation, only from the aspect of double-digit gains, which was historical, never really happened before, So,
prices aren't coming down, they're
Right.
just not going up as fast.
Yes.
Which that's healthy. I mean, we can't have 15, 20% appreciation every year.
Yeah,
No
no.
one would be able to afford a house. But
Right.
a few percent a year, that's very healthy.
Yes. Very, very healthy gains right now, you know?
And it's all about demand. We remember from basic economics, supply and demand sets price. Just look at another statistic here for current home buyers and sellers. 36 years old is the typical age of first-time buyers, and the number of people in that age category right now is at an all-time high. But according to the National Association of Realtors, currently the share of the market that are first-time home buyers is only 26%. So
Wow.
you've got a huge group of people that are in that, hey, it's time to buy a house, but they're just not doing it. They're on the sidelines. So you're going to see in the next year or two a flood of first-time home buyers out there looking, especially in the affordable price points.
Yes, absolutely. And that's why it's best for them to take advantage of things now. We don't have all that competition that's out there. You know, the 6 months ago when people were overpaying, you know, cash above appraisals and things of that nature, a lot of people spent money. Not saying that they lost it, but it cost them more out of pocket initially. So if they take advantage of times now, they can save more money in pocket.
You're right. So, hey, if I was a buyer or a first-time buyer looking to get started, what would I do, Earl? Who would I call?
First person you would call would be me, and we would call you because you always want to be pre-approved first. That way, you know what you're actually playing with and up against. So then from there,
where would they call?
Oh, they could reach me at 757-871-4167 or on pretty much any social media platform at Earl Forrest Jr., 2 R's with the Forrest.
You can always give me a shout. My number at the office for Kevin, the mortgage guy, 757-645-0196.
Awesome, awesome, awesome.
Well, hey, man, I hope you have a very Merry Christmas. I assume we're not doing a call next Monday because that'll be the day after Christmas Day.
Yes.
Yes. I'm sure we'll be spending some family time. So, today's first day of Hanukkah. So, happy Hanukkah.
Yeah, happy Hanukkah, everyone. Absolutely.
Yeah, Merry Christmas. Happy New Year. And I look forward to an exciting 2023.
Sounds awesome, Kevin. Thank you so much, my friend. And I'll see you soon. Happy holidays.